Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Dragon Age Inquisition. So, last episode we discovered a new part of the castle. I geeked out a bit. Then we met Morrigan. Then I got really angry that she had a child with her in my castle without even asking my permission. And now I think it's time for us to head off back into the wider world. So I've had a quick look at our quest log, and we do actually have a whole bunch of locations we've not even been to yet. And I kind of want to actually go exploring a bit more. We did some major plot when we go save the Empress. Now it's time for me to wander aimlessly through different parts of the wilderness. And I'm thinking... which was the one I was looking at? Let's see. Silence on the Plains. Leliano's concerned about a lack of information coming out of the Exalted Plains after both Gaspard and Celine's troops retreated to their respective camps. There are rumblings of desertions, and since then, only silence. Both Leliana and Cullen agree that whatever's going on here warrants further investigation. So this kind of ties into what we just did with Gaspard and Celine, and I dislike the idea of both of their armies disappearing. So we should probably go check that out. Is my plan. Now apparently I have someone to sit in judgment on. I guess I'll do that. Who am I sitting in judgment on? Who has dared cross me recently? Gaspard? Can't be Gaspard. The Empress banished him. His sister was put to death, I think? Who's this gonna be? Who am I judging today?
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
Oh, I didn't realise I'd spared her life. I thought I'd given her over to the Empress to kill. That was my intent, anyway. So, the Empress sent her here.
Empress Celine left her fate to me. Interesting.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
Interesting. Let's see. We could exile her. We've been exiling a lot of people recently. Common work with the common. What, we just break her down to a peasant and send her on her way. Interesting. Let her repent in the cloister. Oh, send her to be a nun or something. Or jester's outfit, bad shoes. I would just, gonna put her in bad fashion. Is that punishment? I don't think that's punishment. Well, making her a nun, or whatever the Dragon Age equivalent is, does seem to be the preferred option here. Let's go for that.
She respects only the shallow demands of court. She must seek higher purpose. Floriane de Chalon, you will be cloistered within the chantry.
Boredom, your worship. The sentence you have imposed is boredom.
Okay, we've got some slight disapproval for that, though Cole liked it. I don't know, I never really want to just kill people. And I didn't even have the killing option. We can't just keep sending people away, you know? Exile people do occasionally return and cause more trouble. Maybe it's time we just start murdering people. Anyway, let's head to our war council and set off for some new pastures, shall we? And maybe ask someone to oil that door. Man, that thing's creaky.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlay's support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Excellent. Then they'll be easier targets.
That's what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Man, Cullen is really enjoying that. Okay. Well, we'll keep them there then, on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
I don't remember inviting you in here.
Fortunately, I can assist.
Okay. You are intruding, but I will allow you to continue.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Uh-huh. Someone's being all mysterious and shit. Seems like a fairly simple question. You could have just answered it, Morgan.
This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
Uh-huh. How did you manage to do this?
You can restore an artifact like this?
There was a price, but one I gladly paid. I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Uh-huh. Guess I'm just walking through the Elven Stargate then. Sure, we've known Morrigan plenty long enough to trust her implicitly with our life on our own. Nothing will go wrong here, I'm sure. How did I come out first when she went in first? Interesting.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Oh, but then I'll call it Bob's Place. You know, if it hasn't got a name.
I call it the Crossroads.
Damn it, she already named it.
A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Uh-huh. This could be very useful.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, certainly. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Uh-huh. And Corypheus wants this.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Okay. So we have an Illuvian under our control, which allows us to access many other Illuvians. And Corypheus, as usual, wants to just ruin all that shit. Great. Good job. You absolute dick. And you've brought me back out into the wrong part of the castle. I was trying to go into the room. I wanted to go on an adventure. And you've kind of ruined that, Morrigan. Luckily, after the last video, I did discover a shortcut. If I can remember the way to the shortcut. That will allow us to get back down. So, we're still going to go off and explore a bit, I think. We shall ignore some of the plot for a while. Just so I can go, you know, around and kill people. So, my shortcut is this. I'm the Inquisitor, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm just going to go running across all the rooftops. And if anyone thinks it's weird, they can get the hell out of my castle. Right. So that is quite interesting, actually. We know what Corypheus is planning now. He wants to get to the Crossroads, tear down the barrier between the Crossroads and the Fade, and enter it in the flesh. Which is something I've so far prevented him from doing. Obviously, letting him do that would be a terrible, terrible thing. So we will have to do something about it. But for now, well, let's go see. Let's see what's on the map. Let's see what options are open to us right now. Hey guys, we're going to have a meeting again, but this time we're not going to be interrupted by Morrigan. Oh god, she's already here. Okay, well, I guess she's just here now. Okay, oh yeah, that we...
What happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Oh, okay. You guys done talking? Good. I'm talking now. Right, these were some very long missions we sent our people out on to do, so let's see what we got for them. Judgment, Movrans arrived. We received a rather curt reply to the gift of Movran and his clan from Venice, representing the Ambassadoria. As Arbiter of the Southern Holdings, it falls to me to extend thanks to the Inquisitor for this generous resource. We accept in the spirit in which it was surely intended, and look forward to reciprocating in kind. I'm not sure how he managed to write with a sneer, but it is palatable. Okay, so that's basically where we sent a clan of nomads to go trouble to Vinter, and they don't seem too happy about it, which makes me happy, and also got us 100 influence. Perfect.
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
There we go. The Tevinter resistance. It seems Dorian was correct. Not only do Tevinter Templars not possess the ability to disrupt magic, Tevinter Magisters are flummoxed when they encounter such abilities. There was an attack on Magister Talani's estate, but our agent, Sir Belinda Darrow, reports that it was handily beaten back, and is unlikely to return anytime soon. Magister Talani sends her thanks, as well as some artifacts stripped from the attackers, and a scented handkerchief. Don't ask. An enhanced chain lightning ring. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. Interesting, Tevinter Templars do not possess the ability to disrupt magic. They're not really Templars then, are they? And the last one, the name of our enemy. Our agent, a mage named Sidoni, returned from Minrifus successful in her task. She posed as a Magister's assistant, bluffing her way into the Magisterium's library to ostensibly perform research, and managed to acquire not only the Librarium, but also a number of other mystical tomes, all without leaving any evidence that traces back to the Inquisition. It may take some time for Dorian to go through the Librarium, but he is optimistic that something within will prove of use. Interesting. So that hopefully will help us discover Corypheus' name. And we also got a wave blade schematic. Cool. I guess I do need to send these people on more missions. So we do have a couple up there. Favor returned. What have we got? Investigator fell. I do have some of these missions we need to do at some point. For example, translate the dragon text. Yeah, we probably should do that. Crossing the sulfur pits. Stop the Venatori activity. Investigate the exalted plains. That was what I wanted to go look at. Actually, was to find out where those armies have gone. Okay, let's see. What's this going to cost me? Cost 5 power to translate the dragon text. Ambassador Montillier, I have been considering your last letter. and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Mimnus who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities. A few favours, and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you, there are likely to be costly favours. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Okay. So we unlock that 5 power, and then do I actually have to go there? I think I might actually have to go there. I guess there's one way to find out. I did a thing. Oh, okay, no. Excellent. Translate the dragon text. Esteemed Ambassador Montilier, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tavine documents from the pre-Blight era. Okay, this has unlocked a new area for us. Excellent. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the western approach now? Not right now. But okay, so we've got a new area we can go to in the western approach. Interesting. Which means... Can I unlock more? Yeah, I must be able to. Crossing the sulfur pits. Ah, okay, this was the point that was trying to choke me to death. So, Commander, we've completed initial estimates on the construction of an elevated bridge over the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work will require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. That seems like a good thing. We can use our soldiers to do it, or we can, you know, have someone just do it for us. Let's use our soldiers. It's the western approach, we've got loads of soldiers there. Inquisitor. Reports from Griffin Wing Outpost say the construction of a safe path through the western approach's larger sulfur pit is complete. Our soldiers completed the bridge without incident, and it has opened routes to previously inaccessible areas of the approach. You can expect the results the next time you travel to the region. Okay, so that's 2 new areas unlocked in the western approach. Okay, I know I said I wanted to go somewhere new, but actually I wouldn't mind going back to the western approach. There was a bunch of stuff we didn't get to do there, and I want to see what we've just unlocked actually. So I think we will venture forth there. Now I'm going to call this episode to a close a little bit early, so we don't have to suffer through the loading screen. But when we come back, we'll be in the western approach, checking out these new areas. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And hopefully, I'm going to see you later for the next one when we go back to the western approach. Bye.